I love you.
Bloody hell.
Let the old bastard wait.
He'll be dead soon. And then we'll be away from here for good.
Will we?
Where have you been?
I'm here now. What do you want?
I'm tired. Oh, you smell nice. Is she still here then? Hey? Does she love you, Neville? Give me a drink. Does she still love you, Neville?
Shut up.
I'm only trying to help. I wouldn't want my only son to get hurt. Do you think a girl like that would want you if it wasn't for the money?
How would you know? Go on, drink yourself to death. Do the world a favour.
Cheers.
Vicky? Why are you leaving?
There's no point staying. He ruins everything, Neville.
I'll phone you tomorrow. Oh, Vicky, look at me. You're beautiful.
Good night.
Good work, Patrick. Well done.
Thanks.
Come on, Neville. Don't just stand there. I hope you're maintaining this old place, Neville. Patrick's looking after these grounds well. I had my doubts about him. I thought he was too young. But he's not lazy like you. He gets on with his work. You don't run an estate this size by reading books. You phoned her again today, didn't you? You thought I didn't know.
I love you, my darling. I can't wait until tonight.
Oh, I know what's going on. What are you doing? I didn't tell you to go back. Have I upset you, Neville? I know you're only waiting for me to die, so you can sell this place, move away with that hairdresser slut.
She's not a slut. I'm leaving. You can stuff your money. Ever since Mum died, I've done everything for you and I've had nothing. Well, you can rot here for all I care.
You'll never leave.
Just wait and see how you get on without me. You're pathetic. Mr. Bloody Alfred Harmer, Lord of the Manor. Well, you can knock on the wall as much as you like, but I'm not staying to wipe your ass anymore.
And you think she still want you?
I'm getting out of here before I end up as crazy as you.
You'll never leave here. You come with the house. We're fixtures and fittings. You just can't walk away, Neville. Come back here! Neville!
Help him, Neville!
Put the brake on!
Help me, Neville! Neville, help me!
Put the bloody brake on!
got him out of the lake, but he was dead. I don't understand why the brakes didn't hold.
Don't blame yourself. The others saw what happened. Just think, when I see you tonight, we'll have the house to ourselves.
Do you know, today was the very first time in 30 years he'd left this place.
Really?
It's true. The only thing that could get him out of here was a hearse. I wish I could feel something for him. Aren't you supposed to cry when someone dies?
It was such a tragic accident.
Oh, I know. I'll always remember him with affection.
You'll always remember his money.
You got it, Blue Eyes.
How much money, Neville?
Too much. More than we'll ever need.
But how do you know you'll get it all?
There isn't anyone else. He had some distant relatives, sisters-in-law, second cousins. But if I don't get it all, I'll get most of it.
How much will you get from the sale of this estate?
Well, the house isn't worth much. But since Father allowed the motorway to be bought through the estate, the value's soared. It's prime building land. With that and the sawmill, we should fetch well over $1 million. Maybe even $2 million.
Aren't I lucky to know you?
To marry me
When?
as soon as we can. The will's being read on Thursday. Then we'll be free.
Now on to the residue of the estate. I'll read it in Mr. Harmer's own words. All properties and land, including the sawmill, I leave to my only son, Neville, together with all other investments and savings. As the estate has been in the Harmer family for nearly 200 years, I have to impose the following proviso. On no account can Neville sell or lease the estate. He must run and maintain it himself and live there for at least 11 months of each year. If this is not acceptable to him, then the estate will be divided equally between all my remaining relatives. And that concludes the will.
A bastard.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Well, Mr. Harmer, I'm sure if you think about this, your father's terms are very generous. The sawmill yields a healthy income. You should be able to lead a comfortable life on the estate.
Exactly.
Well, if ever there's anything I can do to help, you know where to come.
Excuse me. I have to get out of here.
I told you, no more for me.
Have it. I'm a very wealthy man now. Got $1 million. I can't spend it.
It's not all bad. We can have a lovely honeymoon, get away for a while. Then when we come back, we'll have a good income.
I don't want to go back there.
It's not Alcatraz. We'll make it a proper home.
So I'm off to lunch now.
Okay, Dorothy, thank you.
I feel useless. Dorothy does everything. I feel like a weekend guest. I can't wait to go back to work.
Why? Don't you like Dorothy?
She's a relic your father left behind. Do you need to keep her on?
I have to. I haven't the heart to replace her. Could you? She has no one. Her parents are dead. Even the cottage she lives in comes with the job. Where could she go?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like him either.
Patrick?
Yes. I don't like the way he looks at me.
He's a very good worker. But if you like, I could send him to work at the sawmill and get a replacement.
Oh, I'm sorry, Neville. I'm not being very reasonable, am I? When I'm back at work, things won't be so claustrophobic. Why don't we have a party?
When?
How about next month? I think it's someone's birthday then.
Is it? I wonder whose.
I'll start planning it.
Who's there? Come on, I know you're up there.
It's only me, Dorothy.
You shouldn't be here.
Why not?
Mr. Neville doesn't like anyone coming here.
Doesn't he? Why exactly?
You'll have to ask him that yourself.
Dorothy, why is this room locked?
It's been locked for years now, ever since Neville was a little boy. If he was naughty, his father would have him locked in the room.
Do you have the key? I want to see inside.
Mr. Neville has the key. I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
Why is it haunted?
Yes.
And what are you doing?
It's nothing to do with you.
It's my job to stop poaching.
All the men at the mill poach on the estate. It's a perk.
Not while I work here.
Old Sam always let us. Why should a shit like you stop us?
I'll tell the boss.
If you do, you'll be sorry.
You could lose your job for this.
If you breathe a word, you're finished.
Get your hands off me.
Frightened, are we?
I'm warning you, don't ever do that again.
Oh, I won't. I can do this. I'll get you later. Fuck off.
I'll warn them at the mill. Bill's a pretty hard case. Where did you learn to defend yourself?
I keep in shape. I go to a karate club in town. Someday I want to run my own school.
It's good to have ambition. Something to dream of.
Yeah,
Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
thanks.
Neville,
What are you doing up there?
come up.
How did you get in there?
I found the key in your office.
Come down, Vicky.
No, you've got to look at what I found.
Come down.
Why do you keep this room locked? What are you scared of?
You mustn't come here again.
Doesn't frighten me. Look. There's only a load of old junk in here. I was thinking, why don't we make it a fancy dress party?
Do what you want, but come away.
Will you please tell me what you're frightened of? What happened in here?
Someone killed themselves in this room.
Who?
Come with me and I'll tell you later.
You can see the lake from there.
Yes. It's the only view of the lake from anywhere on the estate. Now come along.
Tell me then. You promised.
There was a young man living here about 100 years ago. My great-great-uncle. His father was very strict. He wanted the best for his son. When he found he was seeing a girl from the village, a girl with a bad reputation, he stopped the meeting. However, they would still meet secretly. Eventually, the father kept his son a virtual prisoner on the estate, forbidding him to go into town. But the girl would row across the lake at night. He could see her from the window in that room. Night after night they met, and she would return at dawn. They thought their love was so great, nothing would stop them meeting. One morning, the father saw the girl leaving. He got his men to surround the lake that night. They chased the girl through the grounds and locked the son in his room. He cried for help, but no one came to let him out. A farmhand caught the girl. He chained her up. Then the father's men took it in turns to rape her. Then they threw the helpless girl into the lake. The son screamed for help, for someone to save the girl from drowning, but nobody helped. Horrified, he threw himself from the window. Ever since then, the villagers have stayed away from here, saying the lovers haunt the estate, and anyone who lives here will never find happiness. That's why I didn't tell you the story before.
That's just what it is, a story. Do you really think I'm frightened by that superstitious fairy tale? Any more than I would think your father is going to float around haunting us.
But there is something. When I was very young, I was locked in that room, and I saw and heard things which I couldn't explain.
Children imagine all sorts of things which aren't real. This party's a good idea. It'll be good to hear music and laughter in this place. There are no ghosts here. Only us.
Well, you look incredible.
Thank you, darling. Don't wear your glasses. They spoil the illusion. Come on, don't bump into the furniture.
I'm not very good at making speeches, so I'll be very brief. Thank you all for coming here tonight, and I'm sure you'll join with me when I wish Vicky a very, very happy birthday. Happy birthday.
What is it?
Open it, you'll find out. I hope you like it.
Like it? Are they diamonds?
Of course. It was my mother's.
Thank you.
Speak to Vicky. This place is unbelievable. Didn't you feel the atmosphere when we arrived?
No. Running short of red wine. Is there any more in the cellar?
Oh, look.
Shall I get rid of this?
Of course. That's why I asked you down here. Thank you, Patrick.
Neville, I'd like you to meet one of my more unusual customers. This is Sylvia.
Hello.
How you doing?
And this is Sally. You know, the one that never does any work at the salon. Don't you believe it? I run the place.
Yes, it's nice to meet you.
Neville, Sylvia's had a wonderful idea. Oh, you tell him.
I'd simply adore to have a séance here. I dabble in that sort of thing. Ernest, my late husband, he communicates with me. I know a lot of people think I'm Barbie, but I have the gift.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun. And it might prove whether this mumbo-jumbo about the old manor is true.
I'm sure you'll find it a fascinating experience.
Yes, will I? Well, I'll leave it up to you. It's nice to meet you both.
Are we that frightening? He's very shy. Thank you for the present. And a super party. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You had a lot to drink. You don't feel sick?
No.
Have I upset you?
No.
Then what's wrong?
When I went to get the wine you wanted, I saw someone in the cellar.
Who?
I couldn't tell. It was dark.
Well, you know what happens at parties. Maybe Sylvia was having her evil way with some young man.
It wasn't anyone from the party.
Who was it then?
I saw my father's wheelchair, and he was in it.
Neville, please.
I'm telling you what I saw.
You had a lot to drink. You weren't wearing your glasses.
Yes, okay, I imagined it.
I didn't say that. Don't spoil a lovely evening. Please. Sylvia, do you still fancy having that séance?
I can't wait. When?
I was thinking of next Friday. Is that okay with you?
Yes, that's fine.
Do you want me to prepare anything?
Well, not really. I just need a table and some chairs. Then I create the atmosphere.
How did you persuade Neville? He didn't seem very keen on the idea. I talked him into it.
Well, it won't work if he doesn't take it seriously.
He takes it too seriously. So don't worry about that.
Where is she?
She wants to soak up the atmosphere.
Well, I wish she'd hurry up.
I told you, she's a nutcase. Just let her have this séance. Then you'll see what a load of rubbish all this is.
It's fantastic. And this is the heart of the house. This is where we'll hold the séance. Shall we start? Yes, I will. Yes, I see. Wait. Neville. Someone wants to speak to you. Warn you.
Who?
What? I can't hear you. Oh, level. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
What is it?
There.
There's nothing out there.
He was there.
I've given him a brandy. He's settled down now. I'm sorry, Sylvia, this wasn't such a good idea.
Can I see him? He seemed so disturbed. I've never seen that kind of reaction before.
He imagines things. I think he's ill.
But he shouldn't be frightened. What I saw was a good spirit. There was nothing ugly. I was beginning to get through. I saw a young person. Let me explain to Neville.
Sylvia, please. I don't want Neville upset anymore. I think we should forget all of this.
Well, I'd better go then.
I'll see you out.
Where are you going?
To the village. It's Saturday, you know I always go shopping.
Couldn't Patrick go instead?
Neville, I told you yesterday. He's got the weekend off. He's gone to some karate competition in London. Why don't you come with me? Here, you can drive.
Okay. Get in.
Nine 9378921. Oh, hello, Sally. No, it's okay. We were just going to watch television. Oh, no. When? Oh, I'm really sorry. But you thought it might happen. If you want. No, I'm sure he'll understand. I'll be around as soon as I can. See you soon.
What's happened to Sally?
Her boyfriend's packed her up. She's terribly upset. She gets so dramatic about these things. But she's only young and I'm afraid she might do something silly. So I said I'd go and see her.
What, now?
Yes. I won't be long.
Well, I'll drive you.
No, I'd better go on my own. It's girls' talk. Why don't you stay and watch the film on the television? Goodbye, darling.
Don't be long.
No.
Do you want to come back for coffee?
Okay, but I mustn't be too late. I told you how peculiar Neville's been. I don't like leaving him alone for too long.
It sounds to me you needed this night out. You should tell the doctor, he might be able to help him.
I suppose so. But I keep hoping you'll get better. Oh, let's change the subject. I don't want to bore you with any more of my problems.
I don't mind. I really enjoyed myself. You know, since Mike's been back at college, I hardly ever go out.
Come on then, let's go back for that coffee.
I plead with him to give you a fair trial. In that time, there could be another murder, or new evidence found.
Jonah?
Stay away from me!
Neville? Is it over?
Of course. Hurry up. Get me out of this.
Patrick.
Your never wasn't such a wimp. You put up quite a fight.
Did you do this?
Yeah, it's not serious.
You got it in the karate competition.
Exactly.
You're burning up.
I'll have a shower.
No, not yet. You can't imagine what it was like waiting for this moment.
What about me? Every night you were with him.
But he's dead now, and I'm his next of kin. We'll get £1 million beautiful pounds. All that money. Isn't that just the biggest turn-on in the world? I can't wait to get out of this place. It's nearly midnight. I'll get you back to the hotel by 1 o'clock.
You thought of everything, didn't you?
Yes, and it worked like a dream. I'll see you on Monday morning. I'll be wearing black, of course. Then it'll be champagne all the way. I better phone the police now. I'm sorry. I have no idea where he could be. I was out with a friend. No, I had the car. Well, there was no one here, being the weekend. Yes, I understand. If I don't hear from him during the night, I'll phone you tomorrow. Thank you, Inspector.
Baron, come back, boy! Baron!
Neville, it's all right, I'm here. Can you hear me? Neville?
Where am I?
In hospital. You've been here for days.
Why?
Thank God. You're so lucky to be alive. You had a very serious fall. Most people would have died from a fall like that. I've given up my job, so together we'll get you better again. Your spine has been damaged. But that doesn't mean you won't get better. It doesn't mean you'll never walk again.
This was meant to happen. He planned it.
Who?
Father. He was there in his room.
Don't say that. You're alive, that's all that matters.
Why were you so long? You didn't come back. He made me go to the room.
Neville, don't talk like that.
He wants me to suffer. I'll never leave now. I'll always be there like he was.
Doctor?
Mr. Harmer, it's all right. Nurse, we're just going to give you a little injection to help you relax.
No, I'm afraid he won't be back at work for some time yet. Can I help? Oh, right. Thank you. Goodbye.
He's conscious now.
Do you think he suspects us?
No, he's mad. With the drugs they're giving him and the shock, he doesn't know what's going on. But he'll be coming out soon, and we won't be able to meet. We'll have to go back to how it was.
I don't want to spend the rest of my life as a gardener.
What can we do? Anything we try now would be too suspicious. We'll have to be patient. Have you hidden everything in case we need them again?
Yes, they're safe.
And you've moved the bed downstairs?
Yes, but I don't like this setup. I'll be stuck here while you play nursemaid to a cripple.
Do you think I want that? Can you imagine how it'll be for me, living with him again?
I should have checked he was dead. How did he survive that fall?
I don't know. We just have to wait and see what happens. Paraplegics are prone to illness.
Could you leave me alone, please?
Expecting you back.
I thought it would be good for me to do something. How have you been managing?
Oh, not too bad. One or two problems, but nothing serious. I'll get the correspondence.
Dorothy, on the evening of my accident, were you in?
Yes. It's after I'd taken Baron out for a walk. I watched the thriller on the television, and then I read.
Did your phone ring at all?
No. No, I'd remember if it did. I get very few phone calls.
I phoned you, but the line was dead.
My phone's working.
Then the gates were locked. I wanted to get to your cottage, but I couldn't open the gates.
Mr. Neville, then what happened?
Oh, I don't know. Thank you, Dorothy.
Have a good weekend.
How do you feel?
Okay.
Open wide. I'll be back soon. Are you mad? What do you think? Don't worry. I gave him a double dose of sedatives. I just looked at him and he's sleeping like a baby.
Have you missed me?
You know I have. Take it easy. We have all night.
You're late this morning. Everything all right? You haven't forgotten the letter to McWilliams?
No. I just feel particularly tired this morning. I don't think I'll go to the office. I'll give myself the day off. I'll dictate the letter now.
All right.
With reference to your recent order, if you could find out the date of that, we expect to deliver to your factory at the start of next month. At present, we can supply everything with the exception of the pine panelling. As soon as that becomes available, we'll contact you with the new price. The chipboard you ordered is now manufactured in Finland. But I'm sure you'll find excellent quality. My regards to you and your family, and the usual ending. Oh, thank you. I really do feel tired. I think I'll go to my room for a while.
I'll be next door watching television. He's dead to the world. Nothing wakes him when he's had those pills. I've taken the phone off the hook, just in case anyone calls, so we can get away from this place for a change.
I'll take the road past the sawmill.
What a good idea. We'll find a secluded little restaurant.
Don't trust Dorothy. She could be a problem.
Don't worry. Even if she's suspicious, how could she prove anything?
You're late.
I thought you were asleep.
Well, sorry. I didn't mean to surprise you.
It's okay. I fell asleep in the chair. You don't normally wake up at this time of night.
I had some bad dreams.
How'd you do that?
Oh, I must have banged it on my chair. I was so restless. They were frightening dreams. You must be tired. I know it can't be much fun for a healthy young woman being married to me. I feel great this morning. Okay, Patrick, you can let go now.
You sound like a couple of kids.
I feel fantastic. Look at me swim. Come in and join us.
No, thanks. No, Neville. I don't want to get my hair wet.
You know, Patrick, I think I'm ready to start on that walking frame. Then you could show me some of those exercises you do.
Okay, I'll race you back to the end.
That's very good. But I think you've done enough for today. You don't want to overdo things.
You mean I mustn't run before I can walk? That was a joke.
Yes, I know it was. Now come along, back in your chair.
Dorothy, could you get Patrick for me, please?
Certainly.
He's up to something. He's so bloody happy. Thank you, Patrick.
Good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Neville wants to see you in his office.
Don't leave, Dorothy. I want to see you both. Ever since my accident, I've been very worried about my health. In the event of anything happening to me, I thought it advisable to write a will. I've just been on the phone to my solicitor, and he helped me word it. All I need now is for you to witness my signature. If you could drop that off at the solicitor's office. I did tell them to expect you. Okay, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you, Dorothy.
I've been looking for you all day. What did he want?
I witnessed his signature on his will.
Why didn't he tell me? What's he up to? What did he say to you?
Nothing, but I bet Dorothy knows more about it. Why don't you ask her? I'm just the hired help.
Morning.
Morning.
somebody's been through all the things in the cupboard.
We should have burned everything.
It must be Dorothy. Neville couldn't get up the stairs.
If Dorothy has the evidence, why hasn't she been to the police? Or told Neville? Unless she intends to blackmail us.
I've got to go. Neville wants me to drop him off at the sawmill on the way to town. He's spending the day there. We'll talk when I get back.
Bill, could you come over?
Dorothy?
Thank you.
You spend a lot of time with Neville. In the office. You don't think he's been working too hard?
I don't think so. No. I've seen less of him this week, but he seems in the best of health.
You might as well tell me where you've hidden them.
Pardon?
I know you don't like me, Dorothy. But blackmail, especially in your position.
What are you talking about?
Tell me where you put the tape and the dummy.
What?
You didn't really think an old frump like you would scare us.
What have you done?
What have you done?
Nothing. All I know is there's a join in the telephone wire in there that wasn't there before, but I've told no one about it.
You don't know anyone to tell. Okay. So you saw the telephone cable and that made you suspicious. But you should never have poked your nose any further.
I don't know what you're talking about. Put something in the tea. I thought it tasted different. You're trying to kill me. Help me, for God's sake! Help me, Patrick! Stop her! Stop her!
What have you done, Vicky?
You'll have to get rid of the body before Neville gets back.
But why did you have to kill her?
Dorothy was innocent. But we had to kill her to find that out.
He knows about us?
I think he's known for a long time.
What are we going to do with the body?
Dump it in the lake.
Okay, Bill. Sit down. I'd like you to do a little job for me. I'll pay you and one of your mates a generous bonus for just a few hours' work. In fact, I think you'll find it more of a pleasure than work.
Oh, yeah?
are you doing?
I've taken over from Dorothy for a while.
Where is she?
I've given her a couple of weeks off. She was really upset this morning. Her dog Baron died in the night. I suggested she went to stay with her cousin. She never has any holidays, and I thought the rest might do her good. Baron was the only thing she seemed to love. She's left me a lot of work to do.
I've never heard her mention she had a cousin.
She said she was very distant. I put her mind at rest. I told her I could do her work. Now you're so much better, I have more free time. Patrick's driven Dorothy to the station. I didn't think you'd mind.
Poor Dorothy.
Patrick said he'd bury Baron for her.
The house will look after me.
What?
I haven't told you this before, but on the evening of my accident, it was as if something or someone broke my fall. They didn't want me to die.
Who did this?
Could you see who they were?
No.
Vicky, you'd better get him to the hospital. He looks in a bad way.
Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Here, put this round his arm. I'll report this to the police. How is he?
He's gone upstairs to rest. His arm is broken in 3 places and he has 2 broken ribs. He won't be able to work for at least a month. What did the police say?
There isn't much they can do. If Patrick could identify the men, or if something had been stolen, then they'd have more to work on.
Did they have any idea who those men might be?
Burglars, poachers. Patrick disturbed them before they could do anything.
How convenient. Did you hope they'd break a few bones? Or did you want them to kill him?
Kill him? Patrick? Why on earth would I want that to happen? How do you feel today?
Better.
Did you manage to get some sleep?
Doctor gave me some painkillers, they helped.
Good.
You realise this will ruin my karate. There'll always be a weakness in this arm now. I might as well forget about the skull I wanted.
I'm sorry. But there are other things you can do. I can't walk, but I'm surviving.
You could have fired me. Or does revenge make you feel better? I know one of those men was Bill.
You're right. I could have fired you. But I'm sure that's what Vicky wanted. Look what she planned for me. And you did all her dirty work. Now things aren't going so smoothly. She wants you out of the way. If I had fired you, I'd have done her a favour. When I didn't, she had to organise another little accident. This time you were the victim. Did she want a few broken bones? Or did she want them to kill you?
How could she plan that?
Think about it. She knew Bill hates you. She only had to offer him some money. Or some kind of payment. Even the chance of having your job. She'll tell you I planned it. But just think, Patrick, who would gain the most? You've been used. I know she's very clever. I didn't know what she planned for me until I found the tape and the dummy. Think about that. I could have gone to the police with that evidence. Why have you beaten up when I could have done that? I want Vicky back. I want her here with me so I can watch her suffer. Don't listen to anything she says. She's incapable of telling the truth. I'm giving you the opportunity to get away from here for good. I'll even give you 6 months' pay. You might not become world karate champion, but at least you'll get away alive. Come and see me in my office when you're ready.
Patrick, I must see you. Neville's kept me busy all day. But I've worked it out. I know what we can do.
Sit down. Have you thought about what I said?
Yes, I want to leave.
I telephoned the station. There's a train to London at 10 tomorrow morning. Here is your reference, your employment papers, and a cheque. What I want you to do now is pack your things and stay at Dorothy's cottage overnight. You collect this on your way to the station tomorrow. You understand you must never come back here. If you forget everything that's gone on, then so will I. You made the right choice, Patrick. If anything happens to me, I've put a clause in my will so that Vicky can never leave or sell this estate. You would have died here.
Good luck.
Vicky, there's some more typing here.
What are you doing? What have you said to him?
Oh, couldn't you hear? I thought you'd be pressed against the door listening to everything I said.
No, I couldn't hear. What have you told him? Where are you going?
Neville's given me the chance to get away, and I'm taking it. I'm catching the train to London tomorrow.
Why? After all this time?
You stay. You can never leave here anyway. He has the same will as his father. You only inherit if you live here. I don't want that. I'm getting out.
No, I've worked it out. We can still win.
I'm going to Dorothy's cottage overnight to get away from you.
No.
What good have you ever done me? You've only used me.
No, that's not true. What's he told you?
I'm not listening anymore. Get away from the door.
I love you, Patrick.
Then you have to try to love Neville instead.
No! You're not walking out on me. You'll never leave here, you moron. The house won't let you.
And you thought Neville was mad.
I hope Patrick is comfortable in the cottage. No doubt you found out about that. It's going to be nice, just the two of us alone for a while. Just like a second honeymoon. I'll phone the sawmill and offer Bill Patrick's job. He can start on Monday. You should enjoy having Bill around. You might even strike up a nice friendship. How about a nice cup of coffee? Would you like a brandy with your coffee?
Isn't it a little early for you to start drinking?
I feel like celebrating. Everything has worked out quite well, really. I do feel sorry about Dorothy. You had no need to kill her. I suppose you panicked. You know, the awful shame about all this is you're really a talented person. You're going to be wasted, stuck here all your life, with me.
I won't be with you.
I'm sure Patrick told you about my will.
Of course. But it doesn't stop me killing you.
Another convenient accident? Then the police would wonder where Dorothy was. They would trace Patrick. Do you want to spend the rest of your life in prison? Surely this is a little better.
The police won't know. Who'd miss you? You're a cripple. You can't get out. You have no friends. Or your business is done by phone or letter. And I can forge your signature. Patrick would come back with me. And without you, we could lead a normal life here.
That's very clever. But you have to kill me first. And then you have to get rid of my body.
We can throw you in the lake. You can keep Dorothy company. It's private property, so no one will find your bodies. Killing you is the easy part. How do you feel?
Fine. Never felt better.
You have no pain?
Should I?
Yes.
Remember, the house will look after me. Remember the seance. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me.
You're not immortal!
Vicky?
Neville.
Hello?
Patrick, Mickey's just tried to kill me.
Neville?
Come to the house. Ah!
Patrick, come here. Now.
You stupid bitch. What have you done?
No, it's all right. I told Neville. He knew. He thought it was clever. I can forge his signature. Run the estate. Don't you see? No one will miss him.
You're mad.
You're not walking out of here again. I'll tell the police everything. I'll convict myself as well. You're going to stay here with me. Can't you understand that? I told you you'll never leave here now.
Don't touch me. I can't row this time.
It's all right, I will. Go back to the house and clean up. I told you we'd win. I love you.